The last week or so we've been working on subtracting fractions by renaming, and this is lesson 7.8 in Go Math. The first example I have 3 1/4 minus 1 3/4, and all the students should say, well, I can't do 1/4 minus 3/4, so we're going to rename the fractions to make it easier to do so. And so I'm going to take one of my wholes from here and then add it to my fraction. And I know to get my whole, 4/4 would equal a whole. So I'm going to rewrite the whole thing off to the side. So now I have 2, and then I have to add 1/4 plus 4/4, and that's 5/4. And then I keep my bottom fraction the same, and I subtract it. And it's much easier to do. So I have 5/4 minus 3/4, and that's 2/4, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. What I hope the kids will notice is that they could simplify 2/4, and so technically it would be 1 1/2, because they would divide the numerator and denominator by 2. Another example, 6 2/9 minus 4 6/9. Again, you can't do 2/9 minus 6/9, so we're going to take one of the wholes and give it to the fraction, and since my denominator is 9, I know 9/9 would be equivalent to that whole. So I'm going to have 5, and then I have to add my 9/9 plus 2/9. That'll give me 11/9 minus 4 6/9. And then you can simply subtract. I know 11 minus 6 is 5. Keep my denominator, and then 5 minus 4 is 1. This one is simplified as much as it can be, so we can move on. The next one they may see is where they just have a whole number minus a fraction. So again, the same thing we did as before. We can take one of the wholes out and turn it into a fraction. This time we have 12ths. So I know 12/12 would equal a whole. Again, you could say, well, 12/12 equals 1 whole plus 4 would give me my 5, and that's where that's coming from. So I'm now going to subtract 12 minus 7. Really, it's 12/12 minus 7/12. That's going to give me 5/12. And then I have 4 minus 2 is 2. Kids, here are some practice problems for you to try using the renaming method. So try them and bring them into school as soon as you can. Thank you.